keep them totally separate. I'm running on jobs, economic development. Something I've done. I started my first business when I was 14 years old because I was going to have to help pay for college. I was a bank chairman at a very young age. I've built thousands of homes. I've been in many different businesses. You want someone in the governor's office who has been in business, who has seen the ups and downs in businesses, the challenges that you face in business, because you realize also that, you know, when someone's proposing a regulation that doesn't make a lot of sense, but if you haven't had a business background or you don't know how it will apply, you can actually cripple a business or an industry. So I think it's a background, I think, that helps people in public office. But I'm running on jobs and economic development, and I know that I can't grow and do what we need to do to grow and diversify this economy when we bring a social agenda. I'm going to spend no time on those issues, and I actually will stop them. And I've made it clear to women's groups that I will be a brick wall. If any of this legislation that we saw in the last several years that made us a laughingstock on national television, I will stand as a brick wall to protect women, to make sure that their rights are not taken away from them. I trust women to make their own decisions. And as governor, I'm going to focus on the things that matter to families, like a job. That's the most important family value to me. To growing our economy, to diversifying it, as I always go back to my basic point. Dorothy and I would love to have our 5 children stay here. They will not stay here if they're stuck in traffic for 2 or 3 hours a day, moving around, going to ball games or work or whatever that may be. They will not stay here if they're not assured that their children are going to get the best education, the best health care delivery system. And they clearly, and my 3 daughters clearly will not want to be in a state that they're trying to pass legislation, like personhood, that would outlaw most forms of contraception, including the pill. The issues that went on that made us a laughingstock last year, there's no place for that. It is too hard to grow a business and to recruit new businesses when you are putting up walls. You cannot refer to gay Virginians as folks who lost their souls. You can't. We can't sponsor legislation that if anyone speaks anything inside the workplace outside of English, you can be fired for that. I want us to be the most open, welcoming state in the nation. As I say, for the businesses that we need to grow and the companies that Bobby Kilberg has to talk about every single day, they will not come to a state that has this social ideological agenda. They won't. They have other places to go. So I want to focus on the things that matter. I have 1 term. You've got 4 years. You got to make each day work for you. And as I say, it's already tough because you have 1 4-year term, and if I go out and try and recruit a business, some big CEO may say, well, Terry, that's great. By the time I open the plant, you're gone. I get it. So we got a lot of work to do, but we've got to do it. Put that social agenda aside. But let me be very crystal clear. I will be a brick wall. I will veto any legislation that is taking rights away from women. Promise you that. Thank you.